There's never been anything like it. Other countries are now looking at it, but there can't be a border like that because, believe it or not, that is by far the biggest border anywhere in the world in terms of economy, in terms of people. There's nothing even close. This is a colossal victory for our farmers, ranchers, energy workers, factory workers, and American workers in all 50 states, and you could almost say beyond, because it's all beyond. This is all over the world, even though it's at one beautiful border, where, by the way, a very major, powerful wall is right now being built. Okay, I don't know if I should say that at this particular meeting. I know last night it got a very big hand. Today they're a little bit like, are we supposed to clap now? The USMCA is estimated to add another 1.2% to our GDP and create countless new American jobs. It will make our blue-collar boom, which is beyond anybody's expectation, even bigger, stronger, and more extraordinary, delivering massive gains for the loyal citizens of our nation. For the first time in American history, we have replaced a disastrous trade deal that rewarded outsourcing with a truly fair and reciprocal trade deal that will keep jobs, wealth, and growth right here in America. And in a true sense, it's also a partnership with Mexico and Canada and ourselves against the world. It's really a trade partnership, if you look at it that way. And it's a day of great celebration in all three countries. I want to thank our amazing Vice President, Mike Pence, who helped us so much with the deal. And our sincerest appreciation to Ambassador Robert Lighthizer and Jared Kushner and Steve Mnuchin and all of these incredible people for the job you've done. Like I said, they said it couldn't be done. Welcome also to many members of Congress who were key to getting the deal done, including Senator Grassley. Where's Chuck? Where is Chuck? Oh, he was brutal. He would call me. He would say, how is it going? How is it going? And with Chuck, you just don't mess around. You said, we'll get it done. Don't worry. Thank you, Senator, very much. And Pat Roberts, Martha McSally. And I want to just, if I could, mention, because we do have some incredible people that work so hard, and senators, and maybe I'm being just nice to them because I want their vote. Does that make sense? I don't want to leave anybody out. Hey, Congressman, I already got your vote, 196 to nothing. The hell with you. I think I have to mention some senators that are here. But Marsha Blackburn, who's been where's Marsha Blackburn? Marsha, great. Marsha Blackburn, great state of Tennessee. Roy Blunt, thank you, Roy. Thank you, Roy. John Bozeman, thank you, John. Thank you very much. Great job. Mike Braun, he's become a big fixture on television and doing a great job. Shelley Moore Capito, thank you. West Virginia, great place. Senator Bill Cassidy. Senator, thank you very much. John Cornyn, thank you, John. Your poll numbers are looking good, John. Very, very good. You don't have to worry about Beto either, do you, John? A great young gentleman, and he's been with us right from the beginning, Senator Tom Cotton. Where's Tom? Thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom. Kevin Cramer. Thank you, Kevin. Ted Cruz, boy, has he been, where is Ted? Boy, oh boy, and he's dying to get back there and ask those questions, I know. And he's sitting there, let me out of here, President, I want to ask those questions. He's got some beauties, I'll bet. Thank you, Ted, for everything. You've been incredible. Steve Daines, my friend from the beginning. Thank you, Steve. Joni Ernst. Joni Ernst, that was the team, the tag team with Chuck Grassley and Joni Ernst. It was impossible. I just say, just tell him I'm not in, please. Senator Deb Fischer, terrific person. Terrific person. Lindsey Graham, where's Lindsey? He may be having a news conference right now. He's working on something. He said, I'm going over to a news conference. I said, you know what? I'd rather have you at the news conference. Don't worry, we'll take care of it. A young, brilliant guy who's done incredibly well and respected by everybody, Senator Josh Hawley. Josh, tremendous. I think he's another one. He doesn't want to come over here right now. Where's John Hoeven? John, you have been so great. Thank you, John. John Hoeven. Senator James Lankford. He is a terrific person. We're just together on a very special day, right, James? Kelly Loeffler. Kelly, congratulations, Kelly. Really great. They already like you a lot. That's what the word is. Thank you, Kelly. Martha McSally. Good, Martha. Great. Jerry Moran. Jerry, thank you, Jerry. Did a great job in a lot of different ways. And another one is James Risch. James, fantastic job you do. And Mike Rounds. Where's Mike? Mike, thank you. He's always there, Mike. He's fantastic. Tim Scott, Mr. Opportunity Zone, and I think he's over there fighting. He's saying, just read the transcripts. That's what he's saying. He's great. Tom Tillis, who's doing pretty well, is what I'm understanding. Tom Tillis. Where's Tom? Yup. And Roger Wicker. By the way, is there anybody, thank you, Roger. Roger, is there anybody I didn't introduce? I would like to apologize immediately. Rick Scott. Where's Rick? Where's Rick? He's been one of the greats. Oh, I figured he was over there. Rick, why are you not over there, Rick? Rick Scott has been so incredible. Great governor of Florida. A great, great governor. Now he's a great senator. Thank you very much. The rest of you I don't have to bother with. I'm sorry. You know the way it works in life, right? Right, Ivanka? That's the way it works in life. I'm trying to teach her, but she could actually teach me. Well, I want to really thank all of those people. And also with us is Kevin McCarthy and Kevin Brady and Mike Conaway and Vern Buchanan and Steve Scalise. They've been incredible from day one. And literally 100 other wonderful congressmen and women, and we appreciate you being here. And Kevin, congratulations on your big victory yesterday. That was incredible. And he's also a tremendous fundraiser. Not that that matters. We don't even think about that. But that was a big victory you had yesterday. Thank you very much. Also here are many of the state and local leaders, including a really good friend of mine, somebody that is going to get that pipeline through and approved and finished, Pete Ricketts of Nebraska. Where's Pete? Pete. Thank you very much. And a special man and a very popular governor and a very capable governor who's done an incredible job, and he's been a tremendous supporter of all of us, Greg Abbott of Texas. Thank you, Greg. Great job. Great job you do. We're very grateful for the close partnership and cooperation with Prime Minister Trudeau and for our incredible friendship and the relationship that we've developed with President Lopez Obrador. We're honored to be joined by Acting Ambassador Hillman from Canada, Ambassador Barcena of Mexico, Mexican Undersecretary Seade, Mexican Minister of Economy Marquez, and Mexican Foreign Minister Ebrard. They were really great people. We got to know them very well. This was a long negotiation, complex. Spent a lot of time with them. Thank you very much for being here. And I want to say that I have our great cabinet right up here, but I'm not sure. I don't know. Ted, should I introduce the cabinet? You want to get back, right? Let's forget it. My cabinet is great, every one of them. Every one of them, they're fantastic. They are fantastic, and we appreciate it very much. You've done a great job. Getting good credits for what you're doing, and we really appreciate it. Really fantastic. After NAFTA's adoption more than 25 years ago, the United States lost nearly 1/4 of all of its manufacturing jobs, including more than 1 in 5 vehicle manufacturing jobs. Think of that. 1 in 5 jobs lost so needlessly. Thousands of factories were shuttered. Millions of manufacturing jobs were destroyed. And entire communities were devastated, from Ohio to Pennsylvania, Michigan to Maine, and California to North Carolina, devastated. 2 decades of politicians ran for office vowing to replace the NAFTA, and this was a catastrophe, the NAFTA catastrophe. Yet once elected, they never even tried. They never even gave it a shot. They sold out. But I'm not like those other politicians, I guess in many ways. I keep my promises, and I'm fighting for the American worker. And we're all fighting for the American worker. Everybody here is fighting for the American worker. This agreement is a tremendous breakthrough for American agriculture. Canada will finally provide greater access for American dairy. Canada's opening up. It will grow annual exports to our neighbors by an estimated $315 million. Poultry exports to Canada are expected to rise by at least 50%, and egg export could increase by 500%. Where is the Canadian folks? Where are they? You guys did a good job on us before this deal, I'll tell you. Canada was very tough, but they're good. They're our friends, so we appreciate it. Very importantly, Canada will finally give fair treatment to American-grown wheat. The USMCA is also a massive win for American manufacturers and auto workers. Under NAFTA, companies were given huge incentives to produce cars in foreign countries and ship them to America tax-free. No tax, no nothing. We lost our jobs, we closed our factories, and other countries built our cars. But we've changed that, and we're now setting records. The USMCA closes these terrible loopholes and includes strong provisions to ensure that new cars are fashioned by American hands. That's a fancy word of saying built, and manufactured with American labor. We have some of the great labor leaders here right now. I think James Hoffa. Where's James Hoffa? James? Thank you very much, James. It's great. Thank you, James, very much. It's great. Fiat Chrysler is already investing $4.5 billion in creating 6,500 new jobs in Michigan and opening up the first new Detroit plant in more than 30 years. And we have a lot of them happening. Ford is putting in $1.5 billion in creating 3,000 new jobs, while GM is investing $2.2 billion in creating 2,200 new jobs in Michigan to build vehicles of the future. And I believe we have the chairman and president and the bosses of those two companies. Please, Mary. Where's Mary? Mary Barra, thank you very much. And Ford, thank you very much. We appreciate it. What a great job. Please stand. Come on. For that kind of money, anything over $2 billion, you're allowed to stand. Anything over $2 billion, otherwise we don't have you stand. Thank you. Thank you both very much. Steel Dynamics is building a $1.9 billion flat-rolled steel mill near Corpus Christi. And international automakers are pouring $25 billion into the United States, creating 50,000 new American jobs at a minimum. They are all investing in a future where we buy, hire, and drive American cars again. I like that. It's a very important part of the deal. Mexico and Canada have agreed to new labor protections that my administration negotiated. The USMCA is the first trade deal in nearly 2 decades endorsed by the AFL-CIO. Thank you very much. Great. That was great. Thank you. The USMCA contains critical protections for intellectual property, including trade secrets, digital services, and financial services. It establishes new standards and safeguards protecting the environment and currency stability, something that has been on my mind for a lot of years, long before I got here. What they've done to us with currency is crazy. It includes protections for American-made fibers, yarns, and fabrics, boosting the U.S. textile industry by numbers that you won't even believe. You'll see them soon. This is a cutting-edge, state-of-the-art agreement that protects, defends, and serves the great people of our country. Thanks to our pro-worker, pro-American economic policies, unemployment is at the lowest level in more than 50 years. It's great. And we've created, in a very short period of time, a number that nobody would have believed if I ever said it during the campaign. They wouldn't have believed. The estimate was 2 million. The most you could do was 2 million. We've created over 7 million new jobs up until this point. Over 7 million new jobs. Nobody would have believed that. Real median household income is now the highest level ever recorded, history of our country, ever recorded. More Americans are working today than have ever worked in the history of our country. We're up to almost 160 million people working. We've never even come close to a number like that. We have the hottest economy on earth. Other countries come to see me in the Oval Office, and the first thing they say is, "What are you doing with your economy?" They try to copy us. Many have copied us, and it hasn't worked so well for them, to put it mildly. We are doing better than any country anywhere in the world, and it's not even close. Millions of extraordinary men and women strengthen our country every day in factories and warehouses, fields and farms, mills and stockyards, all across this magnificent land. Their work and devotion and drive inspires our people and powers our nation. Together, we're building a glorious future that is raised, grown, built, and made right here in the glorious USA. I would now like to invite Vice President Pence and Ambassador Lighthizer to say a few words. They worked very hard on the agreement, and I'm just going to finish off saying that this is something we really put our heart into. It's probably the #1 reason that I decided to lead this crazy life that I'm leading right now, as opposed to that beautiful, simple life of luxury that I led before this happened. But I love doing it, and the reason I love doing it is that nobody in a period of 3 years has done so much as all of us have. Nobody. There's never been an administration that has done what we've done in the first 3 years. That means we're doing great things for the people of our country and beyond the people of our country. And it's a real honor to be involved and to have helped so many people, a real honor. And it's an honor to have all of you with us. Thank you very much. Mike, please say a few words.